loves, happy new year and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, I am Charity Lawrence and I tell inspiring stories of successful people on this channel. So if that sounds like something you'll be interested in, ensure you subscribe to the channel. Now for today's video, I'll be talking to you about the Williams family. I'm talking about Serena and Venus Williams. Now if you know nothing about the Williams family, don't worry, I got you. I'm going to educate you today. And if you already know about them, don't worry, I have some information that you do not know about them that you don't want to miss out on. Now before we go into the video proper, I want to use this medium to invite you to my church, Salvation Ministries. We'll be having a program called Glory Reign from the 24th of January to the 28th of January 2022. Now this program is going to be held in all Salvation Ministries branches worldwide and viewing centers. Even if you cannot locate a viewing center, don't worry. You just sit on your bed and Google www.smhos.org www.smhos.org. Then you go to live stream by 4:30 24th of January to 28th of January 4:30 p.m. Ensure you do not miss out on it. So back to the story. Serena and Venus Williams are sisters that has ruled the tennis world for more than 10 years. They are known as tennis royalties. Let's find out how they became whatever they became. A quick one before we go. If you're enjoying this content, ensure you like. I see most of you subscribe, most of you comment, but you don't like. Please like the video. Liking this video helps the YouTube algorithm to share my videos more. So it helps YouTube algorithm to push my video more for more people to see. So even if you don't share, just try and click on the like button. Thank you. I'll see you guys at the end of this video. Enjoy. It all started in the year 1978, June 11th, when a security guard, Richard Williams, watched Virginia Rizzi win the women's prime of French Open on TV. He watched her make more money than he had ever earned in a whole year. That night, he told his wife they had to give birth to 2 kids. Then he wrote up a 78-page plan for their whole career. One for Venus, one for Serena, before they were even born. 2 years later, on June 17, 1980, Venus Ebony Star Williams was born. Venus is the first child of Horace and Richard Williams. Horace was a nurse, while Richard did a couple of jobs before going on to start his own security company. Between the couple, they had 5 kids from prior relationships. They lived in Compton, a small city in southern Los Angeles. Compton was notorious for gang violence. On September 26, 1981, just 13 months after Venus was born, the Williams welcomed Serena Jamaica Williams into the family. By 1984, 4-year-old Venus Williams was already playing tennis. Every morning at 7 o'clock, Richard and Venus hit balls at a run-down neighborhood court. Richard had no background in tennis. He learned how to play tennis by watching instructional videos. As soon as Serena turned 4, Richard brought her into the game. Richard and Horace worked hard to instill solid values in their children. They were homeschooled by their mother and they played tennis with their father for 6 hours every day. By September 1998, Richard believed his daughters were ready for the next step. But it was tough getting them a coach because he had no money to pay for one. Richard would get beaten up by gang members most of the times when he and his girls practiced in the neighborhood courts. But after some time, the gang members stopped coming to disturb them. Richard instilled lots of values and confidence in his girls. He was quoted to always say, "The strongest, the most powerful person on this earth is a woman that knows how to think." In 1988, he believed his girls were ready for the next phase, so he approached Paul Cohen to coach them. After several failed attempts to meet up with Paul agreed to coach only Venus Williams for free. So Richard recorded all Paul Cohen's sections with Venus so Serena could watch and practice too. So while Venus practiced with Paul Cohen, Serena practiced with her mom on the public courts. Paul encouraged Richard to allow Venus play junior tournaments, and in no time she was winning first place at the junior tournaments. They never stopped practicing daily, even under the rain. In fact, there was a day a neighbor called the police and reported that Richard and Horace were being too hard on the kids because they practiced too much. While Venus was playing junior tournaments, Serena was left in the shadows. In fact, during one of those junior tournaments that Venus was signed on, Serena signed herself on without the knowledge of her parents. She played so well that she met up with Venus in the finals, but Venus won her. In no time, Venus was winning tournaments and became famous. She was even on the New York Times. Scouts from agencies came to sign Venus up. Endorsement deals came calling, but Richard turned it down because he wanted the girls to turn pro first before playing in tournaments. He fired Paul Cohen and called Rick Mercy to come watch the girls play. Rick Mercy was famous for having coached Jennifer Capriari, who was the #1 tennis player as of then. Rick was impressed with the girls' performance. He told Richard that he had the next Michael Jordan on his hands, but Richard said no, he had the next 2 Michael Jordans on his hands. Rick offered Richard a deal that came with a well-furnished house, education for the girls, food, trips to Disney World, coaching instruction. His fee was 15% of their future earnings. But Richard Williams gave him his own contract, asking for a noble house in Florida. Rick Mercy agreed to his terms, and soon the Williams packed up and moved to Florida to hone the skills of Venus and Serena Williams. When they got to Florida, they had the opportunity to hit balls with Jennifer Capriari. That was the #1 tennis player as of then. The father faced lots of criticism for not allowing his girls to continue playing the junior tournament. Instead, he had his daughters study a lot. In fact, at the time, Venus at the age of 14 could speak 4 different languages. Venus and Serena began intense training within a few days of moving. They learned taekwondo, ballet in addition to tennis. So even though Venus was not playing junior tournaments, she was more on the radar screen than any other junior tennis player. In 1995, 13-year-old Serena and 14-year-old Venus developed into powerful athletes with winning instincts. Richard kept the girls out of junior tournaments because he didn't want them to go through the pressure that came with playing such tournaments. Instead, he had his daughters study a lot. Their dad felt that without an education, no matter how good they are, once they turned 18, they will be broke. Richard Williams was no perfect father. He had lots of issues on his own. He had 4 children before marrying Venus's mother and never told her about them. He finally allowed Venus to play in the tournament. The father hyped his daughter's ability so much that he got over 250 media personnel ready to cover the tournament, as opposed to the previous year where there was only 20 media personnel covering the tournament. At the start of Venus's first tournament, after her long break of 4 years, she played poorly but picked up before the tournament ended and made it to the finals, but lost to the #1 female tennis player in the world then, Jennifer Capriari. Soon, endorsement deals came calling. On May 22nd, 1995, Reebok announced a 5-year deal with Venus Williams worth $12 million. Williams fired Rick Mercy. After that deal, the Williams suddenly had cash. Richard purchased a mansion, put a tennis court in it. The Reebok deal also marked the end of homeschooling for the girls. In 1995, their mom, Horace Price, enrolled the girls in Driftwood Academy, California. Meanwhile, Richard Williams assumed the role of trainer and coach for his daughters. In October 1995, Serena made her professional debut. That means she turned pro. Her performance was unimpressive. Serena didn't compete for the next 18 months. Venus played in 5 tournaments with poor results. There was little time for fun in the lives of the girls. In 1997, the sisters played their first Women's Tennis Association doubles event. They advanced to the quarterfinals. The victory put 16-year-old Serena in the winning power. Venus's aggressive style became her calling card. By late 1990s, Venus Williams made millions of endorsement deals without winning a major tournament. In June 1997, Venus prepared for one of the most prestigious tournaments, Wimbledon, but she lost in it. She had no friends on court. In November 1997, Serena's name appeared on number 304 of female tennis players in the US. Venus's little sister made it all the way to the semi-finals. She too got a $12 million 5-year endorsement deal with Puma. In January 1998, Venus earned her high school diploma from Drift Academy. 2 months later, she won her first pro tournament in Oklahoma City. Venus and Serena also walked up with their first Grand Slam. Serena was really fast. No player ever moved so far, so fast, not even her big sister, Venus Williams. By 1998, the Williams sisters were a force to reckon with in tennis. As sisters, practice partners, best friends, each time they had to play each other on court, their matches were terrible. It wasn't blockbusters because they hated playing each other. But Venus lost 5 of those matches. So when Venus beat Serena in one of the matches, people accused Richard Williams of match fixing. On July 8, 2000, Venus won Wimbledon and her first Slam Glam title. 2 months after, she won the US Open. Richard and Serena Williams decided to separate after 21 years of marriage. Serena tried her hand in acting. In the fall of 2001, Serena landed guest spot on ABC. At Wimbledon 2001, Venus crushed everyone in her path. So did Serena Williams. Once again, the famous sisters met again in the finals. They hate playing each other. Serena was favored to win, but Venus won the 2001 Wimbledon title. In February 2002, Venus finally reached number 1 in the World Tennis Association rankings. She became the first African-American woman to claim the sport in nearly 50 years. Meanwhile, Serena continued to act. On September 14, 2003, one of the older half-sisters of Serena and Venus Williams, Yetunde Price, was shot and killed. Yetunde was caught in the crossfire of 2 gang members. By the end of 2003, the girls had to take a long break from playing tennis after the loss of their sister Yetunde. For 10 years, they lived their father's dream. Now, they are living their own dream. Nearly everything Richard Williams planned for his daughters came to pass. At age 40, Serena is a 23 times Grand Slam champion. She's considered by many to be the greatest player in the history of tennis sports, just like Richard had always predicted. Serena won 23 major single titles. She was ranked number 1 on 8 separate occasions between 2002 and 2017 with 39 Grand Slam titles. She is a 4-time Olympic champion. She actively encourages young girls to chase after their dreams. Serena's strength comes from her background. Serena and Venus Williams' legacy is still being written. Venus and Serena Williams made tennis history. They are the first 2 sisters and African-American women to claim the top 2 spots in tennis history. Venus Williams has a tennis academy. Venus is 41 currently and has won 5 Wimbledon. Besides tennis, Venus runs an interior design business. Serena Williams has her own clothing line called Anerex. She has a bag line called Signature Statement and even makes her own brand of nail polish known as the Serena Grand Slam. Venus and Serena Williams were set to meet in the semi-finals of the 2001 Indian Wells
Masters tournament, but Venus pulled out 5 minutes before the match started, citing tendinitis in her knee. This angered the crowd, who questioned the sisters and their father's integrity. Richard told USA Today that he and Venus were taking their seats when fans in the stands started calling him the N-word. He ultimately chose to walk away and handle the situation non-violently. Serena ended up winning the tournament, though she was booed during the finals and even during the trophy presentation ceremony. The entire Williams family were heartbroken after the events. Venus and Serena boycotted the tournament for 14 years. Serena returned to the tournament in the year 2015 and ended up making it to the semi-finals, choosing to step foot in the same place where she experienced one of her darkest professional moments. Is a true testament to the Williams sisters' resilience. Serena won the 2017 Australian Open while she was 8 weeks pregnant. In September of that year, Serena and her husband, Alexis Ohanian, welcomed their daughter, Alexi Olympia Ohanian Jr. into the world. These sisters forever changed the game of tennis. Remember, there's no glory without a story. Serena and Venus Williams experienced lots of losses before they got their big wins. Always put your eyes on the prize, irrespective of whatever you're going through. Work hard and be consistent, and soon you'll share your story.
Welcome back, guys. I'm sure you enjoyed the video. Ensure you like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you guys in my next video this weekend. Till then, stay safe. Bye.